I normally don't talk about things like this that pertain to politics or pop culture in a sense, but today I saw a couple of things, and yesterday, it all added up, and I was just like, I don't care anymore. I didn't want to put my political opinions or beliefs online because I don't think it's necessary. I remember a time when you didn't know your neighbor's political affiliation. You used to keep that a secret, and people would go out and they'd vote for whoever they wanted. And with an industry like Hollywood that's been suffering tremendously over and over again over putting political agendas into their product and the American people rejecting it, a majority of the American people rejecting it because the box offices are not doing very well anymore. And people aren't going to see the movies after they already know that your movie has an agenda behind it. I didn't actually hasn't watched this video. I saw a little snippet of it. It's 46 seconds long. It's Michael Keaton, who is Batman. And Michael Keaton's always been Democrat. He's always been left wing. And I don't care. I think one of the better things you should do is not know your actor's political affiliation. I guess they constantly say that it's because they have a platform. And it's okay, you have a platform, but you don't live in the real world. I know actors that get paid $7,000 a day, and they're not even a main character in the movie or TV show that they're working on. This isn't the real world. In the real world, you can't make $7,000 a day working at your regular 9-to-5 job. So they've been living in this little fantasy. They get paid millions of dollars, do minimal work to memorize lines and recite them in a compelling manner that we say, oh, they're a good actor or they're talented. We pay to go see these movies to escape reality and to say, you know what, that guy is he's very talented in playing make-believe, right? That's what we do. We want to escape reality. And then now they decide that they need to use their platform to speak on issues they believe are relevant to them. To them, remember, it's to you. It's not to everybody else. You don't live in the real world. You make millions of dollars for nothing. You get put up at 5-star hotels. You get per diems a day. You don't have to pay for anything. I know people, actors, that were flown in and flown out to Florida, to Georgia, to film scenes for movies on the studio's dime, on producers' dime, right? So all this money is being dished out. There's a lot of people collectively it takes to make a movie. A lot of people. It's not one person's ingenuity. It's not one producer who puts up all the financing. So there's a lot of people involved. And then it's all bullshit. This world is make believe. So now you want to tell us somebody I still like him. I don't really care. I think he is a good actor. I'm not gonna say he's shit. I just don't find this. Who does this benefit? You and the people that think like you. They don't need you to push them to vote for however they're going to vote. They're going to vote whatever is affecting them financially, whatever is affecting them in their daily lives, or whatever they believe the best candidate would be for them. You don't need to step up because you're alienating half of the country or more. That's what Hollywood is continuing to do. They're pushing an agenda and they're alienating a majority of the population in the United States of America. Because when you look at a map, it's not all fucking blue. The coastal areas are blue, majority of it's red, and that's why sometimes people don't want to go see your films. And then that's why sometimes a small little movie that isn't pushing a narrative, like Terrifier 3, could make millions of dollars, while Joker 2 is trying to push this, you weren't supposed to like Arthur Fleck, you weren't supposed to like the Joker, he's bad, so we're going to make a whole film to tell you that you're bad because you liked him. And then it sucks. It's just I'm just sick and tired of always the same people coming out and using their platform to speak. But now it's a majority of them because it's like they're fucking scared to death or something that everybody that's wealthy, everyone that's doing better than everybody else is telling you to vote for somebody else who's been in office for 4 years and has done nothing. Nothing they said they were going to do. If the economy was as great as they're saying it is, I would feel it, you would feel it, we all would feel it. It's not doing that great. Unless you're living in your mom's fucking basement, it's not doing that great. It's hard. It's hard if you're not making thousands of dollars a month or millions of dollars a year. It's as simple as that. So when somebody like Michael Keaton, who just got paid millions of dollars after coming out of retirement pretty much, I mean, he was making films, but he didn't want to do fucking Batman for years. He didn't want to do fucking Beetlejuice for years. So now he's coming out and he's saying, what, vote for Kamala? Let me see this, because I didn't even see this. I just heard. But I heard a part where he said that they don't care about you. These people don't care about you. They're all millionaires. They're all millionaires, and they're all telling you to vote for somebody who's going to make everything better. People that have been in the last 10 years. In the last 10 years, Obama was president for 8 years. Trump was president for 4. Biden's been president for 4.
Hey, hi, Michael. You know, for some of you folks who, guys mostly, I guess, who
are
thinking about attending a rally with Musk and Trump.
And RFK Jr. and Tulsi Gabbard.
They don't really respect you.
No, that's right. They don't respect us.
Behind your back. They think you're stupid.
This is projection.
They don't want to hang out with you.
This is projection.
They have nothing in common with you. They're not your bros.
This is projection.
And I'm telling you, when Trump, years ago, I guess, said, I could shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and they'd still vote for me, basically what he's saying in parentheses is, these people are so stupid, they're so dumb, they'd still vote for me.
There was a tongue-in-cheek comment they made in 2015.
Hey, hi, Michael.
Joke. It was a joke to say, whatever. But we see that isn't true. We see that isn't true because they've been going after him ever since he said he was running again. They've been going after him 4 different fucking criminal trials. So, no, that's not true. Michael Keaton has not been poor since the 1980s, early 80s or 70s. No, this is the 70s. Since the fucking 70s. He's not been poor. He's not had to travel the country to do stand-up comedy since 1979. Okay? I don't need to take political advice from somebody who just made millions of dollars on a piece of shit movie. Beetlejuice was It wasn't great. It wasn't hilarious. It was whatever. It was the lowest common denominator, the lowest possible thing you could release. Nothing great about it. That got fun or interesting or entertaining towards the end of the film. When Jenna Ortega and her ghost boyfriend decide to go to the underworld. Spoiler, that's when the movie got good. Besides that, and then there's parts where he just leaves. I just can't understand actors like Michael Keaton, who again, I still think is a talented actor, even though I think he's an asshole and this is projection. This is him. Since 1979, he hasn't been a common man. He's been wealthy beyond belief. Since Batman Returns, he hasn't had to worry about money for the rest of his fucking life. And he's continued to work and do projects that he wants to do. He was retired for not working for a lot of period of time, and then doing a movie here and there whenever he wanted to because he doesn't need the money. He does not have to worry about money. He does not have to worry about grocery shopping. He doesn't have to worry about paying his insurance. He does not have to worry about paying car insurance. He doesn't have to worry about his children's fucking feeding his children, paying the electricity. He doesn't have to worry about these things. Let's move over to Eminem. I did not hear this. I heard one snippet of this, which was the free speech part, which was absolutely hilarious. And I just have to wonder why all these celebrities, they're all multimillionaires. I would be surprised if Eminem wasn't close to being a billionaire. If all these people, why they're all of a sudden all coming out for Kamala Harris, all of a sudden. Let's see what he had to say, as I know the part he said about free speech, which was the most hilarious part. But let's listen to what Slim Shady has to say.
Detroit! What up, though?
Freedom.
So look, I wrote down a few things I wanted to say. I love you too. Thank you.
This is kind of sad.
I'm here tonight for a couple of important reasons. As most of you know, the city of Detroit and the whole state of Michigan mean a lot to me.
So much so you've not invested anything in Detroit.
Going into this election, the spotlight is on us more than ever, and I think it's important to use your voice. So I'm encouraging everybody to get out and vote, please. I also think that people shouldn't be afraid to express their opinions. And I don't think anyone wants an America where people are worried about retribution or what people will do if you make your opinion known.
Oh, that's very informative.
I think Vice President Harris supports a future for this country where these freedoms and many others will be protected and upheld.
Oh, that's nice. Free speech, right? That you think Kamala Harris, let's see what she has to say about free speech.
Has to apply, which is that there has to be a responsibility that is placed on these social media sites to understand their power. They are directly speaking to millions and millions of people without any level of oversight or regulation. And that has to stop.
So
he
free
has lost his
speech needs to be regulated. Oh, let's see. What does Mark Zuckerberg have to say? In 2021, senior officials from the Biden administration, including the White House, repeatedly pressured our teams for months to censor certain COVID-19 content, including humor and satire, and expressed a lot of frustration with our teams when we didn't agree. Ultimately, it was our decision whether or not to take content down, and we own our decisions, including COVID-19 related changes we made to our enforcement in the wake of the pressure. I believe the government pressure was wrong, and I regret that we were not more outspoken about it. So who is really the one that's for free speech? Is it this administration? The one that the one that sent this, that told fucking Mark Zuckerberg and all these social media companies to censor true stories, true things about it, saying that actually did work. I can't even use any of these words on Google still. Or how about this? What the Twitter files reveal about free speech and social media. What the Twitter files showed also was that, again, the government had a hand in censoring the American people, like the Hunter Biden laptop story. That would have swayed 12 to 14%, the last time I checked, would have swayed people that if they'd known, they wouldn't have voted for Joe Biden, which that would have changed the outcome of that 2020 election. Now, I'm not saying Joe Biden didn't win. I'm just saying that's what studies have proven. Anyway, all I'm saying is at the end of the day that these actors and musicians are not knowledgeable in anything that's going on in the regular world, okay? They have millions and millions of dollars. They don't give a shit about you. If you want to vote for whoever you want to vote for, you do it. I don't care who you vote for. But don't listen to a celebrity. Don't listen because Batman told you to or because Slim Shady told you to vote for Kamala Harris. Do your own research. One more thing. You know what else is funny about the whole Eminem making comments or endorsing Kamala Harris, basically? Is the fact that Eminem was the anti-war rapper, right, during the Bush administration. The anti-war rapper against Bush and Cheney is endorsing Kamala Harris because he believes that she'll be pro-free speech, prove that she's not pro-free speech, and anti-war. We got 3 wars under these fucks, or 2 at least that we know of, and close to having a 3rd one with China surrounding Taiwan right now. Hilarious, absolutely hilarious. And this guy used to say "fuck," and Kamala's being endorsed by Liz Cheney and Dick Cheney, both. So he endorsed somebody he used to fucking hate and despise. This is ridiculous. This guy's a fucking clown. This guy's a fucking clown. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about for some fucking reason. I got kind of upset about it, and I was just like, I'm tired of this shit. So yeah, those are my rants. Michael Keaton and Eminem.